Hello and welcome. My name is Gail Moffat and I am in this unique position where God comes and talks to me. Many other highly evolved spirits do too. And of course Saint Sebastian on Tuesdays, where he talks about all his medical experience. Just want to let you know about Saint Sebastian. He is somebody that throughout his whole existence and in each life that he has had, he has concentrated on medical issues, and in that concentration he has evolved and developed an enormous understanding. He works very closely with God and regularly goes to God and says, I don't understand this, and how can we help man in this way with health matters? And so I would say that he probably is, next to God, the greatest expert on health matters that we can possibly have in our existence. So Tuesdays he always talks about health matters, and he puts it in a very sort of simple, lovely ways for all of us to understand. And so that's Saint Sebastian. But we have God here. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to be abreast of any of these videos and the truths and enlightenments that come through. It would be great to have you on board. Now let's go straight to God. God is saying that one of the aspects of life he feels is a religious, having a religious life, and he feels that on a Sunday is a poignant time to reflect on one's spirituality and thoughts for his world and indeed for himself. He also would like to discuss how he feels that a church that Gail is about to set up, called the Church of All Life, is probably the most exciting churches that he has thought about for some time. Because he feels that this is bringing religious life and spirituality and understanding to another level, a deeper level, a greater understanding. He says that with all of this work that he is doing with regards to the church, he has enlisted some very favourite people to work alongside Gail. And these people are the very people that set up the church in the beginning, in all those years ago. And those people will be coming forward from time to time, giving us our words and telling us about some of the truths. He's saying that with the advent of this new church, he wants to let people know that there will be some differences and some similarities to this church. And the differences will be one where it will show to people that there is a different way of thinking with regards to the soul and the lifetime of a soul, and the objective of the soul, and the reason why a soul will take on a life. And he feels that this information will be coming forward regularly within the confines of the church, because he wants people to understand that life is eternal and life is multiple, that we do not just have one life, we are a collection of multiple lives. And in that collection creates an understanding within our minds and in our spirit that we understand and know far greater things than just this life that we reside in. He's saying that some of the similarities that will be within the confines of the church will be the practices and the teachings of Jesus. And he wants people to know that Jesus has made a commitment to Gail and myself to work alongside Gail and work very closely with Gail. So the work and the words that are coming through will not just be from myself, but it will also be from Jesus too. And the words will encompass a lot of what has been spoken about 2,000 years ago. But now, when we look at the similarities and the differences of the Church of All Life, there is another similarity that he feels is going to take on a slightly different path. And that is the charitable aspect of the church. When Jesus was alive, he advocated that there should be always giving to one another and that we should help one another in any way possible. And he is asking Gail to set up a charity that will do just that. But this charity will take on a slightly different emphasis, because it will be an emphasis that will also negotiate with many people on how our world wishes for things to be done, and will also be involved in making changes for the good of mankind. And I have already previously instructed Gail as to how I would be wanting her to work in the future. Gail, I feel, is an excellent teacher, and I have witnessed her teach many students over the time, and I feel that I can proudly say that she has a unique gift in teaching. And this is why I wish for her to teach many people the communication skills, the ability to connect to our world. I don't want people to think that this is a negative thing to do or this is an evil thing to do, because it is not. This is a natural part of life, that one can bring about an ability to communicate with those people that you have a great love for. And this is what I will be asking Gail over the coming months to do. I will be asking her to do much teaching, because I feel that now is the time that my world comes forward with Gail's teaching and teaches people in the way that I feel is appropriate, the way that I wish people to be taught, and the way that I feel is going to help mankind in the best way possible. Alongside Gail's teaching, I feel that there is going to be much talks, and many people will want to hear her words, and there will be many occasions where she will be standing and speaking to many people. This, I will feel, will be a very pleasurable time, not only for Gail, but for myself. And I am going to be enthusiastically standing by her and bringing through to the audience that she speaks to my words. The time has come where great things are going to happen, where my world is coming forward, and my gratitude for Gail and her work and the religious life that she will be adhering to and educating people in the ways of our world is something that I am deeply, deeply grateful, and respect Gail enormously. Without Gail, none of this would happen, and the evolvement of mankind would be stunted. And this is why I am excited for the future of this work. I want to thank everybody that is not only listening to the videos, but is supporting Gail and helping Gail along this path of her work. And I wish to help also acknowledge the many people that will come to the church and come to the charity in the future. These people have already been decided by our world, and we will be steering you towards this new work and this foundation of truth life and love. He's saying to me that he wishes to pray now. My greatest wish is that all of life understand my world, that they are able to see the purpose of their lives, that they are understanding that communication can exist and should exist. It is my greatest wish that this is done in a simple way with reverence to our world. And I have instructed Gail to set up the charity and the church accordingly. This new way of life, a new religious way of life, is something that I am deeply, deeply proud of. For I see this as a future for mankind to extend their abilities in their spirit and in their soul and bring about life with peace and an energy of love. My greatest wish is that all of this succeeds. And I thank all those people in my world and in Gail's world for the help and support that is given. So thank you very much for listening to these words. I am truly excited for the work that I'm doing. I know that it's not going to be an easy task. I know that for some people they won't agree with this or will have criticism or judgment. However, I believe that ultimately it will be a great joy, because whenever you do anything that is alongside God or God's intention, it is always going to be a joy, and always I feel like a sense of protection as well with him, and I feel also that as much as he's excited and grateful to me, I am excited and grateful to him, because he chose me to do this work that I just think is almost like the best job in the world, talking to God. Anyway, thank you very much for listening, and see you on Tuesday when we connect with Saint Sebastian. Okay, goodbye.